Welcome to the
Neapolitan
Scoop Podcast.
My name is Stef.
My name is Shay.
And my name is Rose. Thank you for tuning in to the Neapolitan Scoop Podcast, where you get your weekly scoop. If you have not subscribed to the podcast, what are you waiting for? Go subscribe right now. Today's topic is about the famous first date. What are the things that will get you a second date? And what are the things that are big no-nos, will get you ghosted or blocked?
All right, awesome. So let's go ahead and hop right into that. All right, so first date. Okay, biggest question. Who pays? We just gonna start there. Who pays? Does the person pay? Does the person who basically, does the person who pays expect to be compensated? Is it usually the person who asks out the person on a date? Do they pay? Should the woman pay? Should there be something, expected if he does pay? Who pays?
I think that depends, to be honest. It really depends. If it's a big dinner and I know it's a pricey dinner and you went all out and we're paying a $200 tab, I'm gonna offer at least half. I'm expecting you not to take my money, but I
thought you was gonna say you was gonna offer something else.
No,
Feel real genuine.
No, I think for the first date, just because it's the first one, it's common courtesy to say, "Hey, would you like half of the tab?" Now, if you take my money, that's it for me. We no second date. I'm sorry. If you took my money, that means you're not going to be able to step up when I need you to have the money there.
It's the whole what you said. If it's the first date, it's common to do half. I have never done half on a first date. I didn't know that was a common decency.
Have you ever had a $200-something tab?
On the first date? No.
Exactly. No, I think if it's a cheap date, then no. The person who told you they wanted you to go on the date has to pay.
I agree to a certain extent. I agree that whoever asks the person out should be the one to pay, to be expected to pay. However,
expected to pay.
Me as, I hate to say independent woman, as a somewhat independent woman, I'm always bring my money. And you have to read people. Like, it's like you can read a person when they take you on a first date, and you can see if they want something on the, after, or if they're expecting anything. So it's like, if I get any vibes that say, "Oh, I'm trying to take you back to the room," and I ain't trying to go back to the room, then sir, I'm gonna pay my part. You can pay your part, because I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Because some men will definitely feel entitled that, it's like, "Oh, well, I paid." Sir, I'm not $100. I'm not $100 in a lobster. No, that's not gonna get you this ass.
I'm not $100 in a lobster.
No, sir. So I would definitely be prepared to pay my part. Like, I'm not gonna come to the date empty-handed. Right. And if I'm gonna need an Uber ride, because things could go left on the first date.
Yeah.
Depending on who, because people will seem a totally different way when you first meet them. And then when y'all go on that first date, it's like, sir, this is not the same person I was talking to when you asked me on a date. Yeah. So I would say the person who asked the other person out on a date should definitely be the one to pay. But I would say women always come prepared for that guy that's going to be cheap and is going to play pretend and act like he got all this money. And then when the tab come in, his card declines.
Don't know how to properly open that crab. You'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Crab.
Lord. Yeah, I know for me, same thing like Steph said on Rose, whoever offers the first date. So if I get asked out, I'm gonna expect you to pay. Definitely do not ask me out thinking that, "Oh, you're gonna get the tab at the end." Why would I get the tab when you invited me to come out with you for a good time? Make it make sense. And I'm definitely not gonna offer no date if I don't plan on paying. I'm only gonna offer the date if I plan on paying. But just like what Steph said, I always come prepared, because you just never know. Like she said, the card could decline. And I'm not going to be sitting there looking like, so you washing dishes or
not the dishes.
It's not going to be a question for me.
I'm like, always.
I'll be like, I have my half.
Yes,
they can wash the dishes for their half.
Right. I'm gonna always have a card on file, on hand, cash on hand. Well, not cash, but I'll definitely have a card on file. That way I can make sure I pay my way if I need to, because you never know. You never know.
Right.
So let's say his card does decline. Just a hypothetical situation. Let's just say his card declines, and you pay for your half. Or so if his card declines, would you offer to pay the whole tab? No. Because sometimes I'm gonna say this. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. What if his card declined because sometimes there's fraudulent transactions on your card, and the bank just automatically cuts it off? I know that's happened.
Well, he better call the damn bank and clear that shit up.
You can call the bank, but if it's midnight, it's gonna be hard to call the bank.
First of all, I don't know if you're just financially unstable, and that's why your card is declining. So that for me is a red flag. Second, you got Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, something.
Yeah, nowadays you're right. Now we have Cash App, so you can send
Apple Pay.
Send me your half, sir, and I'll pay.
Exactly. So in that case, send me your half, and I'll take care of the bill.
Let's just say he cash apps you the money, and would he get a second date?
No.
Rose is no tolerance zone.
No,
she's like no.
No, because if your first card declined, baby, pull out another card. I know you got more than one card, and if you got less than 2 cards, then that's another red flag for me.
But it is people who don't believe in credit cards too, so they only have a bank card.
But then they have cash. Those people that don't believe in that have cash all the time. So
what if he's testing you? What if he's testing you, like trying to see what type of girl?
I don't do that on the first date. I'm frugal. I don't. You know what?
You're gonna get me later.
Nah, you're testing me now. Okay, well, keep testing because I'm not the one.
I think I would give him, depending on his personality, like the vibes we have and the chemistry we have. I may give him a second chance. Now, if this shit happens, date 2, date 3, date 4, it's red flag, red flag, red flag. After 3 red flags, you look flag on the play. Like,
damn, you gonna give him 3 chances?
No, I'm saying, let's just say
I'm too old for that.
His card don't. Let me see.
I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
It's never happened to me.
You're unapologetically yourself, and you don't give.
I'm too old.
I appreciate
I'm too old.
And I'm unapologetically myself. This is just who I am. I just like to give people second chances.
No, you're good.
But that's the Libra in you.
That probably is the Libra in me. We like to, give people the benefit of the doubt. But surprisingly, a lot of situations where I have given people the benefit of the doubt, people ended up being something that a typical person would have been like, not giving them a second chance. So,
but this is why, Steph. Like, if I'm going to dinner, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check my bank account, make sure everything is there, because I know that if I'm financially responsible for that dinner, it's gonna be like I want to make sure my card goes through because I don't want to be embarrassed when my card is gonna be declined.
You should.
So if that card doesn't work, right? So that tells me that person isn't prepared, or isn't financially stable, or just don't know what's happening with their life. So,
and then you never know the type of girl you're taking out. Like, granted, I think women should have some type of like respect for that person's pocket, for instance, like, because you really don't know if they can afford a $200 meal or a $300 meal or whatever. So like, going to the date, don't get the most expensive thing on the damn menu, acting like you never been nowhere and never had nothing. Lord.
Look, no, because I'm not gonna get the most expensive thing in the menu, but I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna eat it.
If she wants the steak, she gonna get the steak.
If I want the
steak, is only like $30, like $35.
No, wait, it depends on the restaurant, sis.
But if I can pay for the shrimp and the lobster, and I want shrimp and lobster, I'm ordering shrimp and lobster because I can pay for that. I can pay for it out of my pocket. Yeah, and I'll offer too. I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna order this, and I can pay for it. That's not a problem. But if you take my money, sorry. We ain't having a second date.
Rose, you look so cute today.
Thank you.
I know. I just can't get over this look.
I feel like you should flip your hair, girl. Like this is that's the your car better not decline, baby.
No, because look at this, look at me, shit. Because
I'm gonna sit there, and I'm gonna order another drink, and I'm gonna be like, "Give me another drink, please. Give me another bourbon," and then split the check to whatever I ate. You leave that there. I'm gonna pay you my half, and I'm leaving. That's it.
I feel you. That's great. We all got different perspectives.
I think if I would have like
that's new.
I think back in my 20s, like I would have given people multiple chances.
That's because you was young and naive.
Yeah, I'm 33 years old. It's like I think at this point of our lives, we know what we want, and I just don't want somebody that won't be able to, like you said, I am a independent person. I work, I make my money, but if somebody can't be on my level, then I don't need them.
I agree.
I wish we had those like them sound effects that people would just applause. Like
we don't. We should. I'm gonna say this. Like I'm the type of person. Like for example, if I meet a guy, and this again, like Rose said, this may be the Libra in me. Like if your card declines, sir, I'm gonna go ahead and pay for your meal because I'm like clearly you're going through some things that I'm not.
Oh,
I have the money to pay for it. Will I give him a second chance? I'm like, maybe we should start off as friends. We should start off as whatever. Because like I'm big on networking. Like, so I don't want to leave off on bad terms. Let's
get your life together first.
You're not ready for this. You're not ready for me. So I would pay for his part. But at that point, like you said, at this age that I'm at now, if I were on a dating scene and that happened once, you would be friend zone. That's what they call the friend zone. Mm-hmm. You would be put in a friend zone. We would still date, or if it's just one of them situations where you're just trying to kick it for a short time, not a long time, and get a free meal. But then you get cut off because it's like, okay, sir, I wasn't even interested in you like that. I was just trying to get a meal, and it didn't work out. So I'm not even going to try again because I have no intention.
I definitely went out. If somebody want to take me out to eat, I'm going to go out to eat because I can always eat. I'm not going to ever turn down no food.
I agree. But you know what? I've found that at this age, I tell people, no, I'm not going to date you. I'm not going to mess with you, but you can take me out to dinner and pay for my dinner, and I'm going to be A-okay with that. And people will do it. People will do it. Be like, okay, I like you being honest. Let's go. Let's go have some steak. Let's go have
because you never know what could really happen out of that. You might actually go on a date and actually like them.
No.
Yes. No. But it's true. You might actually like them. They just may not be in a place in life where they could, they're ready for what comes with you. Like I said, that's why you put them in the friend zone till they get ready.
I think once they're but it sounds like you say friend zone and then they can move from there. For me, it's like if you're friend zone, you're friend zone. If you're not, you're not moving out of that. That's like out. Like nah. Because at this point, I'm telling you shit that you should know as my partner.
Okay, Rose, you real to the point. Like, hey, no chaser.
No, look, because I'm not chasing, and I don't expect anybody to chase me. Yeah. I think when that person gets there, it's like you just click, and if things fall into place. Like for me, our first day was like where, hey, I don't even remember where our first date was, but it was where too. I offered to pay, they paid for me. I didn't have to do anything. And I like the fact that I don't have to ask. Like when we go out to eat, it's like, I got it. It's like one thing that I said is always keep me fed, keep me well, treat me well, and keep me fucked. And I'm going to be with you for the rest of your life.
I agree to all four of those things.
And to this day, they're like, you weren't kidding, huh? I was like, feed me, then fuck me.
Those are my top three right there. Those are my top three too.
What you said?
Feed me, then fuck me.
That was more than that.
Feed me, take care of me, treat me well, then fuck me.
Okay. I agree to all four of those.
I said I don't ask for a lot. I don't ask for a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I always told my fiance, I was like, you knew what you was doing when you were dating me because like when we started dating, he used to always bring me a cheesecake.
Yes.
Every time he would come to my house, he had a cheesecake. And I was like, oh, you just perfect.
They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, but it's the same thing with women.
Yes.
I love to eat.
Bring me food. I don't want no roses. I don't want no flowers. Bring me some food.
I do want flowers.
Because after a long day at work, all I want is some food. And then after the food, what Rose said, that part that comes next. I can't say it because
fuck.
My
Steph, don't act
you,
like
Rose.
you
Thank you, Rose.
You ain't
I
never
just
did
don't want
that.
look. I have a 16-year-old. He's gonna be like, "Mommy, what is this she said? What are you talking about here?"
It's the how you were made, son.
Yes.
It's the how you were made
and how your brothers got here.
It's the three of y'all.
The Stark didn't bring you. I'm sorry to break that to you.
That is not true. No Stark delivered you to me. Okay, your daddy did.
It's not the birds and the bees.
I'm sure he knows that by now. He's 16. He know what the hell brought him here.
Yeah, that age he probably do.
But they don't like hearing it from our mouths. That's all it is.
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh, mom."
Because anytime I heard Marvin Gaye, "Let's Get It On" and playing in my house, I was irritated. Because why are y'all playing this song? Why is this song playing? Turn it off.
You know why it was playing. Oh man, that's funny. Girl. Traumatized. Traumatized.
I thought you said hammer time.
It was hammer
that
time,
too.
all right.
That too.
So, next question on the board is, who should initiate the first date? Should it be the woman? Should it be the man? I think it should be who's ever interested.
I agree. Regardless of whether it's a woman or a man that's interested, whoever wants to take somebody on a date should initiate. I agree.
I don't want to take anybody on a date.
Yeah, I usually don't either.
But even if I think you fine, I'm not going to be the one to come to you and be like, "Hey,
so you would prefer somebody
stare? I'll give you the stare, like, you know, the eye,
the sex stare.
Yeah, it's not a sex stare. It's the
Shay. Not Shay blinking over there.
Yeah, you know what it is. You know, like you be acting all shy stuff, like ha ha. You know, do a little work over here, try to get the attention.
I don't know.
Be like, I
shy?
I drink.
Do that, yeah. I like.
Apparently, I'm not a shy person like that. So I just asked, "Am I shy?" And they rolled their eyes at me. So,
so who asked y'all on the first date, Rose?
Who asked each other on the first date? You did, right? Yeah, you did. Yeah.
See, you're just like us.
No. Because I don't know. If I'm interested, I would have been like, "Hey, let's go out. Let's go have a dinner. Let's go have lunch."
No, because then I'm gonna be expected to pay.
Huh?
You were not interested?
And I'm
Did y'all hear that? You weren't interested?
She was very interested. She's just trying to act like she would have. She liked you at first, but she wanted you to approach her.
Said I was very interested. But
she said, "Who is that nice cup of tea over there?"
I'm over here trying to be devil's advocate and stuff.
No, I don't think.
So
was I interested? I was curious.
See what it's about.
See curiosity. See what curiosity did.
Now you
10 years later. 10 years later.
10 years later. What I was gonna say. So with the last person I was dating, I think I had to give him hints because it was just like he was so awkward when it came to dating.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
He was so awkward when it came to dating, and I just remember him talking about how he was like basically saying how he didn't ask girls on dates, and I guess it's similar to me. I guess because like I'm not gonna ask you. I want to know that you're interested in me before I ask you on a date. So I guess it was kind of like the same thing. So he was like, he don't ask girls out on a date, and I kind of just overheard a conversation with him saying that he went on a date with somebody, and I was like, I thought you said you don't ask girls out on dates.
Red flag number one.
Like, oh Lord. And I was just like, I guess you don't ask girls out on dates. And then next thing you know, like I forgot how he asked me out. I really don't remember. I think we were, I don't want to get too much of my business, but we was at a particular place and he was like, "Do you want to go and have lunch after you get off?" And I was like, yeah, You know,
he was really
like
sweet
to go
though.
have lunch.
He was really sweet with everybody. Bring flowers and chicken wings. I mean, chicken tenders.
Maybe he thought you were too much woman for him.
Maybe.
Who knows what it was?
I think men, like, when they first look at women, they judge us. And you're like us, what they would classify as a super gorgeous woman, they may feel like you're out of their league. So they may be like, they don't want to mess up their ego and go ask you out, and then you decline. So, and some of them don't pick up on the clues. But
I think maybe we had been flirting so much with each other. Like, sir, you could have asked me out. You didn't have to even beat around the bush with that. I would have said yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he just was like, maybe he was like, nah, she's going to say nah. Or she's going to be like, just as friends. Maybe that's what he didn't want to hear. But just as friends.
Yeah, so he was just like, you want to go have lunch? So I didn't really think nothing of it. I'm just like, oh, we're just going to go out to eat, you know, just as people who are in the same facility together. We're just going to go out and eat or whatever. And then next thing you know, it turned into a relationship. After that, so
where did y'all go out to eat? And
girl, so let me tell you. Okay, so first of all, he paid. But because we said we were just going out to eat, I'm just thinking a good vibe. You know, let me tell you, I was real hood with this first date, not realizing it was a first date. I was like, let's go to Seaside.
Seaside Lounge?
Seaside Lounge, yeah. Because I said they got some good food. It's like a
lounge, like slash club slash.
Yeah, like it was
like
a great time.
Like a
couple of shootouts out there.
Oh Lord. Okay, so besides all that, when we
at one point it was actually real nice and classy, but then, you know, after a while, everybody found out about it and they show up
doing the fucking most.
Yeah.
We had wings for our first date, huh?
Oh my God, I had wings too.
We did. I think we did fruit wings or something like that.
Let me tell you, we went to Seaside, right? Not knowing that this man was allergic to shellfish.
Oh yeah. You did tell me that.
Please don't tell me he broke out.
No, he didn't. But it's just crazy because, again, when he said let's go to lunch, I'm just thinking I'm just getting off of work. I'm going to just meet you up there. He shows up in a whole... Yeah. Okay. He shows up in a whole suit and tie and everything for the date. Yo, but I think he had flowers. That's just his personality. That's how he was.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He was a student type person.
Yeah, flowers. Aww. And then
in my ass, I ordered shrimp. Some shit with some shrimp in it.
Is that what he told you he was allergic to?
So it was expensive.
Seaside ain't that expensive.
But with some, actually it is. Because you could have probably the same shrimp from Papados for a similar price and they would have been bigger. You know, a lot of them lounges be overpriced.
That's true.
But I would never hear the end of it about how I chose Seaside of all places for our first date. I'm like, oh,
you didn't know.
You know, I'm just thinking, I just got out for work and you just said, let's go eat. So I'm just thinking, I'm off for work. Let me just go eat.
I was trying to get some dinner.
And I'm just thinking, it's just like, you know, a nice little vibe. You got mimosas and stuff. So, you know, it was good though.
He was thinking on a deep level. You were thinking more on a laid back.
On a lunch level.
Do you recommend it though? Is that a place that I should go try out to eat?
Not for a day. I mean, but you can go. It's called something else now. No, it's still open, but it's called something else. But I mean, I would still go there with my boyfriend if he was willing to go there and have a good time.
I think we should go there.
Just like a regular lunch.
Yeah, it'll be a nice there. Yeah. Okay. Actually, let's
don't want to get shot at, but okay.
No, that was a long time ago. That was about 3 years ago when that shootout happened.
It's a new name now, so it's like probably new owners and everything.
Where is it?
It's right place downtown.
Yeah, it's downtown. It's like on the other side of 45. You know where Cyclone Anaya's is?
Yes.
It's on that side.
It's like right down. It's like probably 3 minutes away. Yeah. So we should go.
Seaside? Have you heard of Seaside? That's over on your side of town. Okay. Never heard of it.
Well, we gonna go.
Should do dinner over there someday.
Your wife is coming too.
No.
No.
Bad. She's like,
No.
I guess
it's a work event.
Right. We're networking.
No, but my first date was a little bit similar, but no, actually, let me tell y'all, me and my fiance, we like to turn up. And I realized that from the time
I like that for y'all because I be want to turn up with my partner too.
That's why we fell in love, because we just were two of a kind. And it was like a thin line because we met when we were 24. So, when you're 24, you just got all the energy in the world. You're trying to party. So that's how we met at a bar, and we had wings. I think we had wings. I can't remember because I was intoxicated. but neither here nor there. Like, so of course that wasn't our first date. That's when we first met. Our first date was at the place for Shay. I think we went to that place. Davenport's. Yeah.
That was the place?
Yes, that's when we first met. It wasn't as lit as it is now. I guess everybody found out about it, but it's like a little hidden place in, what would that area be called? Like the Rice Village area or something like that?
Westview?
Yeah, it's like in that area, like Kirby 59 area.
Yeah, Westview.
Yeah. Westview. So it wasn't that popular back then. Like literally when we went, it was probably like 10 people in there. And it was like the most intimate setting. And we got intoxicated and we was just like laughing and cracking up. And one thing that I definitely admired about him, because most guys would take advantage of a woman who is intoxicated. Instead of him like trying to, get his feeling, he was very respectful. But he likes to talk. When y'all meet him, y'all will realize that this man he can talk for days, and you'll just be sitting there like, wait. Like, he says things that you just be like, I don't even know what you're talking. I don't know if I'm right or wrong.
That's that JD.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. So I was just like, sir, I've never had anybody challenge me like this. So I'm like, shoot, let's go for it. But instead of us going home, he actually took me on a tour of his side of town, because I'm from the north side. He's from the southwest side. So I was
he's from that side of town.
He took me on a tour. He took me on a tour, and I was like, I fell asleep in the car on the tour. I fell asleep. Yeah.
But he was intoxicated.
He still fucked with me the next day. So I was like, okay. So from there, here we are, 10 years later, and his car didn't decline. Just FYI.
She ain't have to split the checks.
Didn't have to. Yes.
That's when you knew when he said, I got it. You're like,
well. Hey, look. Listen. When sis didn't have to go in her pocket and pull out her card, I was like, oh, yeah, he's the keeper. Yeah. So yeah.
I understand.
I agree, guys. Make sure when you all take a girl on a date, make sure if one of your cards, bring card number 2, bring cash, bring a backup plan, have backup B and C, because if your card declines, you want to pull out the cash. Be like,
if you're really interested, because
I'm sorry, baby, somebody tried to hack my account, but I got the cash right here. Then I'll probably be like, oh, you must be a drug dealer, but it's cool. We'll talk about that later.
How much cash did he pull out? Is it a wad? Is it wrapped in a rubber band?
Is it ones? Is it in a rubber band?
Couple of 20s? Like, what did it look like?
Or are they Hispanic? Because Hispanic people like carrying a bunch of cash with them.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Because they don't believe in banks.
They really don't.
They put it under the mattress, in the box, in the shoe box.
I'm need for them to find another hiding spot, because the mattress under the mattress ain't working no more. Everybody think of that.
Yeah, I've heard. You'd be surprised the number of hiding spots I've heard from this people. The kinfolk.
The kinfolk.
Huh?
Now she's speaking in Spanish. I'm to my business, goddammit. Let's see. Next question. Okay, this is a good one. To drink or not to drink? Okay, if so, and how much is too much?
Obviously, that's it. It's to drink for me, and there's no limit. But that's only if you about that life, because sometimes it could be a turnoff for some guys for a woman to drink too much. It's like, I don't want that. So, but again, if you're a woman that drinks a lot and your man is a man that doesn't like women who drink, then y'all not compatible.
Anyway, from the point, yeah.
So don't even try to force it. Right. I don't think there's a wrong or right answer. It's like, if it just depends on who. Be yourself, like you said, bro. Be yourself. And if you want to drink, sis, drink, live it up. And if he don't like it, move on to the next, because you're gonna find your guy that wants to live it up with you. Because if you end up with the guy that don't like a girl who drinks a lot, y'all gonna be miserable.
Yeah, and I think it also depends on where you go for that first date, because typically for dinner I'll have 2 drinks, tops 3. But if you take me to somebody's house for some fajita, bebe, hay tomaro.
Don't take me to the house party.
So for me,
they gonna drag Rose out the party.
I have been dragged a couple times.
Oh Lord, help her! She needs some milk.
Milk don't do nothing.
Yes.
Oh,
but yeah, I definitely
think drinking is necessary, just because you have people who are shy. So sometimes in order for you to kind of like loosen up a little bit and be willing to talk a little bit more, you have to, unfortunately, sometimes you just have to have a drink. And I feel like it makes for a better conversation. You don't feel so uptight. And it kind of get those nerves out the way, so you don't feel like so anxious. So I definitely think you should drink, and I think you should drink, like, obviously if you're a lightweight, don't be having no competition with him. If you order a drink, that don't mean you got to order a drink to order what you can tolerate. Because again, you don't want to be carried out the restaurant. That could be for the first.
I go for the old fashioned, and I usually get the you drink.
You got some hair on your chest.
I was like,
I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I'm like Rose. Like, my tab is not gonna be on the food. Like, I'm not gonna order the most expensive thing on the plate, but I'm gonna order a shit.
I'm gonna want some drinks for sure. What y'all got? What that taste like? What you recommend?
I'll be like, can I get another one?
I think it would depend on the date. Like, if it's a bad date, I'll be at maybe margarita or 1 or 2. If it's a good day, we're vibing. Let me order my old fashioned. Sit here for a good minute, just do this to my cup while we're talking. Old fashioned is when you want to sit there for a good minute. Margaritas when you're just like, I'm tired of this shit.
Right. I'm just gonna get through it real quick. I can drive my ass back home.
Sorry.
Would you guys judge what the other person's drinking? Like, if the other person orders a daiquiri? Yep. I'll be like,
I feel like a daiquiri is a female drink, but I mean,
I'm gonna be like SpongeBob. I'll be like, all right, I'm out.
But to me, it's like, that what they order says a lot about who they are too. It's like, are you ordering a classic little beer? Are you, just chilling, ordering a drink or 2, like a beer? Are you going for whiskey? Are you going for wine? Are you going for tequila? If
you order whiskey, I'm gonna feel like you a man.
Got some hair on your chest.
You got some
I order bourbon.
You got some hair on your chest. No,
I don't.
You don't. But it be feeling like it when you drink it. It just be like, oh my God.
Rose, we can tell you ain't got no hair on your chest, girl.
Look, let me see. Come a little closer.
I don't know. I just look again. If I'm gonna be vibing, it's gonna be a bourbon or like an old fashioned, even an old fashioned bourbon. If I'm just there for the short run, it's gonna be a margarita, daiquiri, something that's just gonna get me a little more lively. Because if not, I'm gonna be sitting there like.
I think my go-to drink is a Long Island.
Long Island. Oh, Stef, party.
Baby. Them Long Islands. I went to Chili's recently for just a little dinner with my daughter, and I had one drink. I think it was like a Patron. Something.
I know what you're talking about.
It was a margarita. It was something, but it had Patron in it. And then I was like, okay, well, what y'all got for like $8? Because I was like on a budget that day. And she was like, you can try. She was like, I'm scared to tell you because it's really strong, but you should try our Long Islands. Baby, Chili's lit me up. Okay.
I think I usually have the watermelon margaritas there. I like the margaritas.
So let me tell y'all, Chili's actually has a good deal on their drinks. I went out, I don't know if it was last Saturday or the day that the fight was supposed to show. I went because I haven't been to Chili's in a long time, but I went to meet some friends, and girl, they had this watermelon margarita they had. Margarita.
I love the watermelon margarita.
I don't know if it was $4 or $5.
Oh,
but it was $5. That's what it was. It was $5. It was my kind of money. That's what I know. And man, and they were nice drinks. Like they weren't like weak ass drinks. Like they were actually good drinks. I was like, for $5, I said, I've been sleeping on Chili's. I said, I need to wake back up.
Baby, and they food. My baby was like, can we come back here some more? Because I really like their food.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, they do
got adorable. I just love it. She be looking, she's so sweet. I just be like, aw.
That's because you have boys.
Yeah.
You have boys.
Yeah, and they haven't been, look, the only time they sleep is when they give me kisses. They be like, Mommy, I love you. Like, but then they go tear up some shit.
Baby, don't they?
But yeah, I definitely agree. Like at the end of the day, it's about love, like who you are. Always be yourself on a date, because being somebody other than yourself, then you showing the other person somebody that you're not, and nobody wants to be somebody that they're not.
Because it's gonna come out eventually who you really are. So you might as well just figure out who you are on that first date and let that show.
Don't put on. If you broke, you broke. Say it from the jump. Say, hey, I ain't got too much money, but I want to take you on a date. And you may find a girl that's willing to be like, okay, that's fine. I just respect you kept it honest.
I would respect somebody that does that. I would definitely respect somebody that tells me, you know what, I don't have enough money for a $200 dinner, but I could take you on a $50 dinner. We can eat on a budget. But yeah, it's different when they're honest and open like that than somebody trying to take you for a $200 dinner that they can't afford.
And finesse you, right? Now I gotta fucking figure out how I'm about to pay. And you want,
because now you got to think about it. It's like, well, what else are you gonna lie about? You know,
it's something as simple as food. Yeah.
Then that's when you get the guys who have families all over the place, and you don't find out about it till like a year or two later when you all the way into the relationship. And now you're like, well, I'm into this relationship, so I might as well accept this family. But you weren't ready for a family.
Wait, how many years you got? What would you say? How many years into the relationship?
Right.
There are guys who will hide their families for years. You'll be
have second families.
And you'll be
the
like,
fact that we in 2020, like, I mean, wait, 2023, and you mean to tell me, like, even at our age, people are still hiding families? I thought that was some like niggas in their six, like, you know, from the 60s and shit. I know they used to do that a lot.
Nah, that's still happening.
Now they're just coming up, you know, like you have people who, shoot, as big as Houston is, you'll have somebody on the north side and got a whole family on the south side. Don't worry. I questioned my fiance when we first started dating. I was like, let me not get into this too much, because I don't know what he might have out there on the south side, because I'm way over on the north side in spring. So I had to question that for a little bit. I had to get, why you think it's taking us so long to get married? Because I'm like, sir, it's gonna eventually pop up if you guys. So yeah,
you know, it's crazy because I was watching this show on Amazon Prime the other day. And it's the one with Tiana Taylor. I forgot what it was called, but I'm going to fast forward through everything that happened without trying to tell y'all the movie. But in the movie, her husband died. And when he died, she walked outside and her son was like probably like 17. And he was looking like there was this lady across the street just staring because she didn't cross the street. They had like a little memorial for her husband in front of like the little apartment complex in the Bronx or whatever. And it was a lady that was just staring with this baby, like holding the child. The child probably was like 5 or 6. And he was like, Ma, it's a lady across the street and she just keeps staring at us. And she looked, she said, oh, that's his other baby mama and his child. And he was like, what? She said, I'll tell you later. I'm just like, that shit threw me, because I'm like, that means that he was cheating on her and had a baby 5 years ago. And they had been married since her son was probably like 8 or so. And this boy is just finding out that his stepdaddy had cheated on his mom and had an outside baby. That's just crazy.
And this baby just watching his dad.
But she knew. Clearly, she just never told her son.
It's that on both ends, because it's like, ma'am, you actually let girl, we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah. That's another story for another day.
We not.
Add to topic list.
Hidden families.
Oh my God. I would leave. I'm just gonna put that like that. Because you can't handle outside babies on me. I'm not finna deal with it. I ain't finna deal with it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not dealing with it. It's white and I'm smiling, but I ain't dealing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
All right. Let's see. We probably got time for one more question. Oh, I guess we talked about it earlier, but a little bit. So to order the most expensive thing on the menu or to keep it reasonable?
Whatever's gonna feed me and fill me up.
My tab gonna run up on drinks. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna eat too. I'm gonna have something in my stomach.
Order a salad, order some sushi, but them drinks gonna keep coming. That's one thing. But I'm gonna be like the funniest thing to hang out with at the end of the night, or at least I'm gonna believe so.
I thought we was having fun.
I'm gonna tell you this. They always came back. So
okay.
Period. So I think for me, I don't want to say basic with the menu, but it's like, you know how you just go with what you always get type stuff. So I'm just like, I get shrimp, or I'm getting steak, or I'm getting a combination of both. So I'm gonna get whichever one I feel like I'm pretty much, and more than likely it's gonna be a combination because I'm on shrimp and steak. I always do that. And they usually have a good combination where you can get the both of them.
The surf and turf.
Right. So I'm just gonna get both. And even like when I go out with my daughter, I always get shrimp and steak. Like that's just my thing. So I'm gonna need for y'all to be able to afford some shrimp and steak, and also know that I like to drink too. Yeah, I do like to drink. And if we're really vibing and you really like me, just know I'm gonna have probably about 2-3 drinks or so.
4 or 5, maybe.
I think for me, just
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think I said I was gonna keep it reasonable, but I mean that's whatever steak and shrimp costs. I don't know what that is based on the menu, but that's what I'm gonna order.
Yeah, because it depends. That's what I was gonna say. I think it just depends on where we're eating.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm gonna order the most expensive thing either, because sometimes that's like calamari and shit. Not on the first date.
Oh my
God, not on the first date. I don't want you to see me with like pulpo on my face and shit.
I had calamari for the first time when I went to Las Vegas, and we stayed in name some casinos in Las Vegas. I don't forget what we stayed in.
Bally's?
No.
Rio?
No.
Caesar Palace?
No.
The Venetian?
Venetian, that's the one. We
not me knowing all the casinos.
I'm like, girl, you got it, because I don't gamble.
Well, you know, they like gambling.
We stayed in the Venetian. They had like a restaurant inside the Venetian, and the people we was with, they ordered calamari, and I was like, "Yo, just taste it." And I had it. It was some really good calamari, and I never had that shit, but it was good.
If you go back to Vegas, I definitely recommend go to the Top of the World restaurant.
Okay.
And order the tower. Man, they have a seafood tower.
I don't remember.
Is it fried food or is it sushi?
Nah, it's cold, like shrimp and
cold.
It's like boiled, but it's cooked.
Yeah, boiled,
but it's
cold. It's about $300 though.
But it's cold, but it's good.
I don't like cold stuff. I don't even like my coffee cold.
The experience alone is good because you're literally going all the way to the top and you can see all of Vegas.
And it's moving. Let me tell you what happened to me. So I was dining and I didn't know that they had the bungee jumping.
Oh yeah, and you saw people falling.
Shit! Somebody just jumped off the building, and I'm like looking around. Nobody else is freaking out. And then I told the waiter, I'm like, somebody just jumped out of the building, and he's like, "Ma'am, they have bungee jumping up there." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" I was freaked out. I thought somebody had jumped. Girl, I always go to worst case scenario. It was either somebody jumped or nothing else.
Oh my God.
I freaked out.
I can imagine. I'm glad you said that. In the event I ever go, don't look up just jumping off the building.
Watch out for jumpers. Yeah, because that's what I thought. I was like, oh my God, what the hell? Did I just witness that? And I'm over here freaking out. And now they have bungee jumping up there.
That is so funny.
Take it. I already had like 2 or 3 drinks by the time we were seated, but
Vegas is always lit, man. I swear, I could do Vegas over and over and over again.
Well, we should plan a business trip and go to Vegas, ladies.
I'm down.
When I went to Vegas this time, I went with my grandma. And granted, I love my grandma.
I remember you saying that, and I was
yes. No, but it was my first time in Vegas. It was her first time in Vegas, and I was like, I never been on a trip with my grandma, and it's to the Venetian, and we was gonna go to the, and it was a really cool trip. Just minus the fact that I wasn't with nobody that was my age. Yeah. So that was the only thing. But so I said the next time I do go, I'm gonna go with people that's my age. So I can really experience Vegas for what it actually is.
But even as that, you have to go with people that vibe with you, because I've been to Vegas like 2 or 3 different times, and maybe one of the 3 times is when I actually enjoyed it, because the other people were like,
I wouldn't go with no randoms or people who like you already, you kind of know
even your own people.
My first trip was actually to Vegas. My first flight was to Vegas. That's how y'all know I be lit. It was for my
weekend.
It was for my 25th birthday, I believe. And I was with my fiance, and we got lit.
Was so long ago.
Shut up.
She's 21. What are you talking about?
But she went for her 25th birthday. Right. Okay, you're right.
Look.
I got drunk. I forgot I don't know. I lost track of time.
Yeah, you did. It was when you finally turned 21. Last year.
Yeah. Right. Then, But we should go, and then they have dispensaries, and oh my god!
And we should go. Yes,
and we should go.
And the flights be so cheap. Like
that's another reason to go. Okay, we're gonna plan this shit. We're gonna plan it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
We got this little raise and shit. We can afford to go.
Girl. That's a tank of gas.
Yeah.
Girl, you ain't lying though.
It is what it is.
It be taking up. Oh,
that's what I told somebody today. I said, "You got you a tank of gas at least."
That's what I told Shay. I was like, as long as I get a tank of gas, I'll be happy. That's less gas money I gotta spend.
There you go.
Yep.
Cost of living costs a tank of gas.
Girl, I don't even want to talk about cost of living because it's just too much for my soul. All right. Well, in that case, what to talk about and what not to talk about?
Oh. Ooh, do not talk about your baby mama.
No exes.
No.
I don't care about them.
There's one rule I've always heard, but I don't keep by it, and they say don't talk politics and don't talk religion. But I always talk politics and I always talk religion because I gotta know what you're doing. Like, I gotta know if we're on that same kind of mentality or if you're somewhere else. Because
don't talk about your sex skills. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Like, or how many people you done fucked.
That's a turn off.
Please, like,
right. Like, are you trying to hype yourself up or
your body count?
Yeah. And I feel like if you gotta hype yourself up on a first date, it must not be that good.
It's not.
If you're trying to tell me how great it was and how whoever took it, it ain't that great.
Don't talk about how much money you have.
Because you ain't got none, probably.
And your card declined. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, I think everything and anything you can talk about, but just inappropriate stuff, like, just it's a turn off. Like, I don't want to hear about your mom and your family problems.
Please. I don't want to hear about that on the first date. Please. I want to be happy. I don't want to be crying.
I don't want to hear about your grandma died from cancer. I'm sorry. I just
No, I don't. Not right now.
The vibe.
Maybe later, but not right now.
Maybe on
like I care, but I don't like right now. This is not the vibe that I'm looking for. So
leave it to when we meet the family members.
You can tell me why your grandma not there. Yeah,
right.
No, we're gonna make it that far, so don't start bringing your family members into the picture. Yeah, that's
also we should talk about like how are you when it comes to like are you family oriented or you do you believe in like coming to gatherings? Because I think for me, I'm very family oriented. I love to travel with my partner and with my family. I love to come to barbecues, kickbacks, all that with my friends. I like to go to everything that I'm invited to, and I want my partner to be able to come to those types of things too, and then not be awkward when they come. Like, be there.
Because you're an extrovert.
I'm an extrovert to extent, but I'm really an introvert too because there's some places where I go and I'm just like, You know what I'm saying? So I automatically kind of like come into my shell, but I'm willing to try, and I'm willing to put my personality out there, and I'm willing to talk to people and to know people. But it's another thing when you just sit there and you're not like willing to engage or like to bring your personality out. Like you're not really trying. You're just there to be present. Don't come if you're just there to be present, because people are gonna notice that you're just there to be present. But when you're there and actually trying, it's a difference.
I think for me, it's like, I don't know, once or twice a year is okay. I'll go see your family, but every fucking weekend, come on. I don't even want to see my own goddamn family.
My family that much. It's just when we do have those invitations, I don't want to be like no, and then I don't want to not invite you. Like I want to show up with my
Hispanic people got parties every weekend.
I ain't gonna lie. I am very family oriented, so I am that person that tries to make it to every party.
Oh, okay.
That's me. Like, and then I get drunk. And then I get the next day.
Have alcohol, the better.
And you know we gonna have alcohol. So I am definitely that person. Like I'm just a very like I just like to be lit. Like
you're bubbly.
Very
you're
like,
bubbly.
Like, let's do this.
And I definitely think drinking makes a difference. So if you are like an introvert, maybe have a shot or two and then go play some goddamn card games and be
I get sleepy.
I will say that sleepy. When you drink.
Yeah, because at a social gathering, I'm not gonna get shit faced. Like at a social gathering, so I'm gonna have a beer or two. By the time I'm done with that second beer, I'm like, I'm ready to go home, go lay down. I don't want nothing to do. I don't want to hear people's problem.
Because when I drink wine, I get real sleepy. I'm like, I need the goddamn tequila.
It's social drinking. Hispanic people do the Michelobs and the Coronas and the Modelos, and it's rare to find liquor or wine and Hispanic people get together unless I bring it.
Yourself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would say that. Like I'm definitely the lit person. People be like, bitch, you getting on my nerves.
I often say in black gatherings, we bring liquor. We don't bring beer. We bring liquor. Or the least you'll find is a goddamn what's some little Smirnoffs or something. You'll find those, and then you'll find liquor. But it's usually not no beer. It's either Smirnoffs or it's liquor. So you got a choice of Smirnoff or you got liquor.
Nah, over here be
Smirnoffs are for the people who can't handle their liquor,
right? Because they lightweights and shit. So everybody else more than likely is drinking a shot or something.
I've experienced the best of both worlds because to the Hispanic gatherings, you best believe it's gonna be some Corona there, some Michelin,
coolers of it,
all kind of stuff.
I like Coronas.
Yeah,
coolers of it.
I'm not a beer drinker, so but I will drink beer when I go to my Hispanic side of the family, and that's all. And I forgot to bring my own
when it's free.
Yeah, so I'm just like, all right, I'll go ahead and drink the Corona. My preference of beer is actually Budweiser. When I do drink beer, but I'm not a drinker.
Budweiser. I think of the damn frog and shit.
I probably when I go to my Hispanic side, they probably be looking at me like, "What are you doing?"
That is talking about chest in your hair. That's you got a whole mustache with that beer.
Rose, I want to come to one of y'all parties.
I'm a whole man out here.
I should bring you next time.
I want to come.
Go. Let's do this. Invite us. Yeah, I definitely
last time we had one, it was for my birthday, and I was, to tell you the truth, I was the least drunk person, and we had everything. Like my brother was drunk, throwing up. Brother-in-law was dancing, almost took his pants off. It was. They were litty. I wasn't.
Never got that drunk. I ain't never took my clothes off. Look, you gotta pay for this. If you want,
he said it's getting hot in here.
No, baby, keep on all.
And it probably was.
Keep on all
Oh my goodness. So we want to thank you for tuning in to our podcast. Again, if you enjoyed our content, please subscribe to our channel, like, and comment. We love feedback. While you're at it, go follow us on all streaming platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, and iHeartRadio. You can also find us through Instagram and TikTok. Also, if you have a topic that you would like for us to discuss, or if you'd like to be a guest on our podcast, feel free to email us. Again, thank you, and see you next week for our weekly scoop serving.
Bye.